Hi folks, at the bathtub again to display most of the homemade lures I've been working on during past weeks and months. Um, I've shot standing pictures of all the lures to be tested and gonna put them at first into this video. Let's start out with the big pike crankbaits that I intend to use in fall season during autumn. Here's one with a screw-on lip of aluminum. It will not, the bathtub is too small to test these large lures. But you see, it works pretty well, has a self-centering line tie. This rocking motion, I'm hoping that would be attractive to pike. I guess I know this by experience. Still quite buoyant, so I'm assuming this thing to go down 8 feet, maybe 10. All these lures I'm displaying now are 20 centimeters in body length, 8 inches. Yeah, the bathtub is too small for these large lures, but this one would go a lot deeper. Has a 3mm Lexan lip, through wired, I suppose 15 feet. Here is one. Actually it has the same lip shape like the previous one, just an aluminum screw-on lip. Since the body is rather round compared to the oval one of the previous one, it has much more of a roll and the wobble is softer than the previous one. So you see a lot of things that are responsible for the lure action depend on body shape and lip size and weight. And here's a shallow diver with a Z lip or pikey lip. This one is unweighted, so this one would go down 5 feet maybe. Oh, it seems it has a tendency to blow out. All of these lures require tow-eye tuning. I've made a lot of this style before in different sizes, and they work pretty well. Not enough hassles with these. Here's another very fat one, last turn from Red Meranti wood, also sporting the pikey lip or Z lip. Also unweighted, very big and fat lure to offer a good bite for the pike in fall season. I guess this one would go down 5 or 7 feet. Yeah, they all require tow-eye tuning. Another one, even larger, but also sporting the same type of lip. This one would not go down as deep as the previous one, simply because its body volume is higher, thus is more buoyant. Also this lure is unweighted, works nice. They sport thicker wired Mosky screw eyes. Homemade aluminum lip. Here's another one. smaller this time, a bocce wood hand carved with a screw-on lip and a self-centering line tie. This one would go down quite deep, 10 feet maybe. I have similar ones, 8 to 10 feet I suppose. Has a soft roll to it. Doesn't put that much tension on the rod, and I'm very sure you could jerk it on retrieve. Very lively like this. That's nice. Wanted to try the old red hat pattern. Okay. Now a topwater lure that I've designed with the special mouth portion. This one spits water forward when you jerk it. Yeah, that even works better than my first prototype, which I made more than 10 years ago. Maybe you can hear the water fountain splashing against the rim of the top. Wow. Gotta pack this in my tackle box straight away before water's getting too cold. Pretty much satisfied with this one. Splasher, my own design. Okay. Here's another one, hand carved from a bocce wood. Hook hangers or screw eyes. Pulling to one side requires toe-eye tuning, but nice action. Diving depth would be 2 to 3 feet. Very nice. Another shallow diver. Actually this is one that I've tried some glitter paint on it. Painted it with the glitter paint for 3 times to get good coverage. Yeah, nice action, shallow diver. It's through wired. Actually, I do not make the baits out of 2 halves. I would carve them, the whole body I would carve and make a slot in the belly to glue in the internal wire harness. So actually almost the entire slot has been filled up with 1mm roofing lead sheet for ballast. Yeah. Also pulls to one side, requires toe-eye tuning. Very nice. Next one. Another lure made the same way with the belly slot through wire harness, but with a deep diving lip of 1.5mm Lexan. A very lively thing this is. 10 feet or more. I'm pretty much certain that pipe would go for this one. Has the action they like in fall. Okay, another one made after the Australian stump jumper in shape. Also through wired. Yeah, this wobble of high frequency, I guess 7 feet. Has something of a hunting action as it seems. But as I said before, all require toe-eye tuning. All lures are hand painted with acrylic paint. Have a couple of coats of epoxy and have been sealed with propionate. Here's a smaller one with the Z lip or pikey lip. Very reliable models these are. You see, it works nice. This one would also go down beyond 5 feet. But the lip size is at the edge. If the lip would have been bigger, I would have had troubles with a straight running, I suppose. Okay, here's a plug with a very strange mouthpiece. Actually, I've never done such lure before, so let's see how it does. Okay, reject. Oh, not much of action. That one was an experiment anyway. So it just swims in a wave pattern. I gotta take it to the outdoors to see if I could. No. I guess this is one for the learning curve. Doesn't work properly. Okay. Nobody's perfect. Here's another strange one with a typical darter lip. Yeah, the action of this one is better. Yeah, I believe this one could catch. Let it float and jerk it to dive under. Okay, overturns. Not that much. I have more confidence in this one than the previous one. Typical old darter lip. Okay. Here's another lure made after Australian sample. Looks a bit like the Poltergeist, but has a pinned aluminum lip and a self-centering line tie. You see, very lively action. The problem about this one is, later I found out the lip slot is out of angle, so I'm wondering when fishing this one in the outdoors whether the self-centering line tie would overcome this and still let the lure track straight, even though the lip is not quite straight. In the top I can't see no problem, but you know, you have to cast your lures out for 10 yards or so and retrieve it straight to see whether it's swimming out of course or not. But so far it looks alright to me. I'm pretty much fond of these self-centering line ties because when you're done with your homemade lures, you do not have to tune every single lure. You can use them straight out of the box. Okay, here's another one. I bet you would. Yeah, nice one. Requires eye tuning. I see it. Very nice action. Shallow diver, 3 feet deep. No problem. Okay. Again, internal wire harness. The belly slot has been filled up with lead sheet as a ballast. That's the way I'm doing my through wire. And finally a small one. Oh, this is a reject. It overturns. I gotta shave the lid proper. Yeah. To retrieve it slow it's okay, but if you speed up the pace it turns over and blows out. I would have to shave the lip. Maybe I can still get it to run more reliable. But all in all I'm pretty much satisfied with my latest bunch of lures. Hope I could provide some input to the viewers. Maybe you like to make your lures at home as well. Very interesting hobby. And nothing like catching a fish on a homemade. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. Goodbye.